Hi, I'm Steve from Vertitron Midwest. This video I'm going to show you how to program the Siemens Soft Start unit. I'm going to use this little demo unit that we got from Siemens just to go through the keypad, how the buttons work, how you set your full load amps, how you set the starting amps, and a couple of the other settings. Okay, let's take a look at the unit. Okay, now we're looking at the solid state starter. The first thing we're going to see is the status menu. If I press the right arrow button, it's going to enter into the status menu. This one says incoming power not detected, and that's due to the fact that this is a demonstration unit and we don't have three-phase power coming in. If we scroll down, it gives you the ability to see the actual line voltage right now. You can see it's not even it's showing 1 volt of just voltage hanging there, but it's basically 0 volts. If we scroll down again, it's going to show you the minimum line voltage. This is pretty helpful if you're troubleshooting a power issue and you're using the solid state starter to look at what the minimum line voltage had been since it was powered up, and this is recorded in the unit and stays in there. The motor amps, the line amps, the peak motor amps, that's another interesting one, that if you're having a motor problem and you want to see is that motor drawing more current than what it should draw, it'll tell you right on here. And the peak line amps. Okay, I'm going to scroll back. I use the left button to exit that one, and I'm going to scroll down to the parameter menu. I'm going to press the right button to go in and look at it. Right now it shows that we're set at 300% of the overload amps. So typically they set them at 280 to 320% of the full load amps just to get your motor up, and that's the maximum current that this unit will draw when starting. To change that, we would simply press the right button to go in. I can press right again, move over a digit, and if I wanted to set it to 310%, I would press the left to exit, and it's going to tell me accept or reject. Press the up button, and we just accepted that. We're going to scroll down. The overload amps is something that you just program in the full load amps of the motor that's listed on the tag. So I'm going to change this to 65. If I press up, that changes it to a 6. I press up, changes it to a 5 when it's flashing. If I press left to exit, I'm going to press the up arrow to accept it. Now it's set for 65 full load amps. One unique feature of the Siemens solid state starters too is that it senses the incoming line voltage, so you don't have to program it for the line voltage. You just need to program the full load amps and make sure your unit is capable of handling the full load amps rated on your motor. Line rotation, if your motor is running backwards, you can change your rotation here. Then you're going to get into some other things where you need to change the rotation possibly in your controller to make sure that your controller power is right. Off delay. This is a delay that is internal on the unit that will keep the starter running. It's used as a soft stop feature. Our control system has that built into the controller, so we set this one to 0. On delay is something that when you send the run signal to the Siemens solid state starter, it will delay starting the starter whatever you set the setting. We use this sometimes when we have multiple motors. We'll delay one of the motors and we use it as a sequential start feature. But in most applications it's going to be set to 0. And that's all we got there. We exit back out. Exit. Again, the most important thing to remember is the left button will exit, the right button will enter, up and down is used for programming, and up is used to lock in a value. It's a pretty simple unit to use.